we are getting into HitFilm Express. So if you Google it, you have the FX Home website, and I think I have the old version, this one, HitFilm Express, that is from this website, with this icon exactly. But I will suggest you to use the newest version because you have everything in there, you have new stuff, so it's always better to use the newest stuff. But I don't think it will be too different. So I already have it, but I suggest you to download it because it's free. And I'll show you now how to use it for stream. So as you can see, I already downloaded my stream. So let's get into it. Wish me luck, because I've already made 10 videos. No, yeah, like 5 videos for YouTube and 5 shorts, something like, no, 2 shorts. Okay, seven videos in total with Adobe Premiere Pro, and it's paid, but I just have the package because I'm a professional and I need it, but you don't need to have it. And I'll try to go back to my roots, so let's go. I have here actually already some YouTube files, but I want to start anew. So when you're starting new, you need, of course, to set up. Wait, no. Let me actually lower my headphones because I think the music should be fine for you. So you need to set up your settings for the editor, and afterwards the rendering will be the same as the video. And you need to know at what settings you are streaming. So I am not streaming in 30 FPS, I am streaming full HD and 60. So I'll just choose 60 and that's it for you. You need to hit OK now. And your project will open. The only thing with HitFilm Express is that when you view the video and when you export it, it's slow. It will work, it will be good quality, everything, but it will be slow. So Adobe Premiere Pro is saving me a lot of time with this. It's very fast. It's exporting for around 5 minutes. If it's a short, it will be like for a minute. It's very fast. You can also connect your YouTube channel and directly export there, but I don't suggest you to do that because you just have extra time to not access the program. And if you go in and by yourself manually upload the video in YouTube, it will be I think, in my opinion, it will be faster. You know already YouTube, you know the page, so you can add the text there, everything. It will be easier for you because you know the user interface already of the website. And also Adobe Premiere Pro will be free, and you can, while the video is processed in YouTube, you can just go in and dive into the second video and work in there. But today we are talking about HitFilm Express. So here we have the medium. We need to go in the folders, get this new video, stream 37, place it here. It needs to find audio, whatever. It needs a bit time, it's a bit slow, but it will work. Also, I need my whoosh sound here. I need to find it, so I downloaded from YouTube a whoosh sound. I'll actually, let me show you what I did. Why not? Whoosh sound effect, YouTube. So these are different whoosh sounds. I'm not sure if I've taken exactly this one. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so you copy it. We need only the audio. So we need get audio YouTube. Link. YouTube audio downloader. Okay, paste, download. Easy. Paste YouTube. Link into the search box. Click download in the right end of the text box. Choose the format and resolution you want. Oops. It's not found. Okay, for sure I'm not using this website. Yep, you can just type ZZ in front of YouTube to download it. Yeah, but I need only the audio. I don't need the whole thing. You can choose if you want MP3 or MP4. What? So how do you do it? Like this? Do I have a slash or something? Or like space? No?
Let's try it again. Je m'appelle Claude.
Oh.
I've never been a sweet time, hardly even smooth when it comes down to a cute girl in my room.
I have a white page. Why do I have a white page? I don't like this. Let me quickly find
Do you know who I am?
if I have my downloader site.
Like we're in Paris, away from our parents. Kind of a chain smoker, but with you I wanna do better. Never been a go-getter, but I wanna get with you forever, ever. Cause you're not just a cute girl in my room. Never. Feels like we're in Paris,
Sorry, it was SS.
kind of a chain smoker, but with you I wanna do better. Never been a go-getter, but I wanna get with you forever, ever. Cause you're not just a cute girl in my room. Never. Got a prickle in my skin. I can play a violin, sing a serenade.
What the hell is this? Nope, you have only MP4. I don't believe this. I'm doing actually the same thing with... For me it's in Portuguese. What?
You're not just a cute girl, don't get me wrong. I love your face, you're beautiful. You ain't just a cute girl, you're my world. When you dance for me, make
Why do I not have it prepared? I'm so sorry.
do whatever I want. I fear no harm when I stare at the sun. I feel so noble with you on my love. My will so strong, only limits the sky. I've been a nice day, I've been like away. Now every day
I have a website, but I can't find it.
make me speak Francais.
Oh, here it is. Oh my god. I'm using tubereaper.com. Wait, I'll post it here so I remember. It's pretty useful for me because you have extract audio, extract video, extract muted video, so it's very nice. And we have the whoosh. But I'll use the same one I already have. So, can I actually edit it already from here? I don't seem to have a crop. Okay, so this is it. Video 1, audio 1, you just paste it. You have the audio here. You add insert track. You place the whoosh sound. You zoom in and you delete the part you don't want. You need to place your cursor where it is, so when you zoom in, it zooms in exactly here. So it's pretty similar to Adobe Premiere Pro, actually. Very, very similar. The only thing is that Adobe Premiere Pro is faster, and I don't know, it's kind of easier to work with, in my opinion, but it's very similar. So I think it's just how you're used to it. Actually, I'm kind of used to this one, so it was very strange for me to learn how to work with Adobe Premiere Pro, but now that I know it, it's just a mechanism and I know it. Yep, so we need to find the 4-minute now. So I did some magic here, I remember. A lot of magic here I did, so I'll just cut this part from here, like around to here. You can use the cutter here. The slice tool, it's absolutely the same as Adobe Premiere Pro, very similar. So we do it here, we paste again the whole video here after it, and then we play with the first part. Let's go. Oh, I set in the end, that was actually pretty good, so that's how we finish it. I actually muted a lot HitFilm Express because it was very loud, so let me make it a bit louder for you guys. Let me hear the music. Yeah, so I need to make it at the same level. Let's hear it. So that's something that I don't like. That it's very loud. Another thing that I like for Adobe Premiere Pro is that it has its own audio mixer, so it's very easy to mix the music, I think. But for now I've just used it to see the levels where every channel is. I think you can do this too, but it's a bit more complex for me. I know the other user interface, so this one is a bit more strange. But probably if you want to learn to use this program, I believe you can. There are a lot of tutorials in YouTube that I've used to get to know the program. Okay, I think that's supposed to be it.
Happy to assist.
Yay! That was so good. And we finish somewhere here. Let's see. Let's delete this part. It was so good. Okay, somewhere here we have you can see here the sound below that here is becoming almost a 0, so we can finish here. Let's start it again. I think I can get a bit more from the fight. Like how I'm starting to go into the fight, that would be nice. Okay, I think we can start with Kitsune. A bit more. A bit more. Perfect. Okay, so that's our part. And then we start from the beginning. And here we are going to a transition. What I like in Adobe Premiere Pro is that when you go with right click, you can apply the transition that you added for default. But you have again the effects, you go in, you place it, so it's absolutely the same. Let's find where we place the whoosh. Whoosh sound, it's here. We need to somehow move it. So I guess I'll need to... That's a bit strange. In Adobe Premiere, where your cursor is, when you scroll in, it's zooming in. Here, it's zooming in where your video is at. So that's something I don't like. So it's only made somehow to be faster. The options are somehow faster. It's having more user experience, but that's Adobe, that's why. And that's why I like Adobe. Okay, that's it. Pretty easy. Now we want the transitions. If you want to see it without any transition, only with the whoosh sound, let's see it. That was so good.
Welcome to reality.
Okay, I muted this, that's why you didn't hear it. That was so good. Okay, it's not too bad, but it's nice to have some transition. Also on the audio, so we can mute this part. But actually here, I don't know how to do it in Adobe Premiere, but you can add points here. Here, you can add a point, another one, and you can lower this. See? So you can do it yourself, or you can do it with an effect. But in Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm using effects, which is a very time efficient. That was so good. See? It helped, but it's nicer if we use the transition. So let's see, we have transition audio and transition video. And the nice thing here is that you already have the ones that are from Adobe Premiere Pro. So I'm using crossfade, so I'll use crossfade here too. That's it. Hear it? See? It worked. So we can remove these points and actually use the crossfade effect instead. of doing it manually. Perfect. You can also make it a lot longer or not that much, which you actually cannot do in Adobe Premiere Pro. No idea why. And you can move it if you want in the end of here, in the start of here. That's pretty nice. Let's see. For the transition, for the video, I was using wipe in Adobe Premiere Pro. We have a radial clock wipe. Let's see, the linear wipe should be the one that I'm actually using. Hello, how are you? I am showing right now how to use a free program for making a video for YouTube instead of Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, so that's a bit static, I would say. So it's not at all like Adobe Premiere Pro. So I used the dissolve before. So let's see the cross dissolve. What? That was so good. Nope. Okay, for sure there should be some transition like the one in Adobe, please. That's awful. Maybe you need to make it yourself. Okay, motion slide. Oh, that's it. Here we go. That was so good. Yep, but mine is having a bit more motion. So let's see if we add more motion. What's happening? Aha! Okay, that's the trick. That was so good. Perfect. We're going to add even more. Nice. More. Let's have it at 100. That was so good. Yep. So I think that's it, guys. And we made the same thing we did in Adobe Premiere Pro with using a free HitFilm Express program. And the only thing we did is to change a bit the slide motion transition video effect with motion blur 100. I want to see the difference now. Let's see my latest video.
Engaging enemy forces.
They just don't. It's still having more motion, I would say. Interesting, I'll save it, but you mentioned earlier Figma. Where or why do you use it? I use it instead of Adobe Photoshop. So I'll use it today for creating a thumbnail for this video. So it's not absolutely the same as Adobe Premiere Pro, but it's a good free version. Thanks. You're welcome. It's a bit slower. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. I know, because it's too long. We need to make it shorter and quicker. Okay, what if we make it now with less motion blur? I actually can't tell if it's the same or not, because here you don't have the same render. Oh, remember. Oh my god, I completely forgot. So one thing about HitFilm Express is that you need to go back to your video and wait for it to process. And afterwards you can see actually how the outcome will look like. So this blue line here, you need to wait for it to process. You don't have this with Adobe Premiere Pro. I guess because everything's on a server, or I have no idea. It's just like your picture is kind of compressed or something like that, so it's way faster. You don't see it, so it's something like Spotify and how you change the songs. You don't have a loading. That's what happens with Adobe Premiere Pro, so that's why I started using it, because it's way faster. But basically it's the same thing. The menus are the same, you have the same stuff, just it's slow. But it's free, so that's how it is. So we need to wait for it to finish so we can see the transition. And when we change the transition, we need to wait again for it to load. And it's done. But it's again a bit laggy, I would say.
Happy to assist.
Yay! That was so good. Yeah, it's actually not bad. Okay, we are exporting this. Let me show you how we are exporting it. So we have here the export panel opened. We are going to export. You can go export now contents or into out area. If we move this somewhere, it can start from here if you say in an outer area. But the thing is that here you need to be very precise where it ends. You need to zoom in exactly here to see if it ends correctly, whatever, stuff like that, which is not very nice. So I prefer, if I want to remove a part, just cut it, make a new save of the file, so I have it saved the new way, export it, see if what I like better and stuff like that. So export now contents will export everything that we have in the timeline, but before you do that, you need to have your default preset selected. So I have YouTube selected. We can directly use actually YouTube 180p HD. Or I think you can just use your file settings. Let's try YouTube, because you have this, so you can just reuse it. Export now contents. And I think with right clicking we could see the presets here, but it's 30 FPS, which we don't like. So YouTube is from source. So that's what I did on my own. So I am going to remove this track. I am going to select this one as default, and I'm going to export it through contents here. So you see that it's very slow. It says that the video is 18 minutes and 30 seconds, and the progress is, you don't know how long it will be. But from video right now it's 60 FPS. That's my settings from the video. It's now at 1%, so yeah, it's very slow. And for Adobe Premiere Pro, you need only like 5 minutes. So I'll just remove the track. I save this just in case, and I'll redo it in Premiere Pro. It will take less time. So for sure I'm going in the task manager to see if HitFilm is stopped, because otherwise it might make my life very bad. Yep, it's not closed. See? So for sure you need to do that. Let's go now in Premiere Pro. Okay, let's go for new project. You don't select any media, we just create it. This project already exists. Oh yeah, because it's untitled, right? Untitled, I mean. Okay, let me say... what was it? Stream 37... YT1? Okay, so we get the whoosh effect, we get the win, we place the win here, we need to find again the 4th minute.
I'm with you. Group up with me.
Okay, let's zoom in so we do it better. Did I start it like that? I think I started it exactly when she said her ultimate. Yes. Okay. Now we are searching for a little bit before. Yep. And here. So we have again the slice tool. You can see it's absolutely the same. You just don't need to wait for you don't need to wait for it to render, and you see how faster you can export it. Yay! And the picture is not lagging as well. See how smooth it is? It's like this is taken from the source or something like that. It's very brutal. Okay, so we add the whoosh sound here. See, when I zoom in, I'm zooming in where my mouse is. I love this. In HitFilm, I need to search exactly where my timestamp is. I hate this. It's made for like very time efficient. I love it. Okay, now I am just right-clicking, apply default transition, and that's it. But you cannot move this for some reason. I don't know why. So that's something that's sad. And now you can just preview it right away. That was so good. Yep, paid things benefits. Yeah, but it's still good, the program. I was just using it 1 week ago, so I can say it's good. It's just slow.
To assist.
Yay! That was so good.
Welcome to reality.
Okay, and it's done. That's it. So now we have again 18 minutes that we want to export. We save it. And by the way, here is my audio mixer. What I do with it is that I can see the channels. I can see every channel. I have only 2 channels. And I can see that they are... No, wait. I should have only the whoosh. So I can see if the whoosh is at the same spot as the other ones. That was so good. See? It's a bit crazily up high. So I would place it a bit down. But when I was listening to my videos, I liked it that way. Hey! That was so good. So you can take this one and make it a bit lower from here. I don't know if you see it because of my camera. You don't. So I'll turn it off for a bit. So this one is the audio mixer. And I just now lowered this to -7. That was so good. So I can see the level. I cannot see it in real time, but when I play it, you can see. Yay! That was so good. So we can lower it a bit so it's at the same level. Yay! That was so good. Yay! That was so good. But I would still prefer to just have it, when you double click, you reset it to 0. Usually that's the UX, how everything works in the programs. So I prefer it to be louder, so it's clearer that you're changing something, that something's happening, so it gets somebody's attention. That was so good. Okay. Yes. So let's export it. So when you export, you don't need to set anything, change some settings, whatever. You just say the options from the media file. You hit export. And it's taking 6 minutes? Less? I'm sure it will recalculate, but for sure it's not hour 2 or 3. It's just, as I said, 5 minutes. Something like that.